Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the official PlayStation podcast of the KTData.network. Well, on this episode, Rachel plays hormonal Borderlands.
I did. I was not very nice.
Robin shows off all of her bruises.
They're healing.
And Drew recounts his sugary Oculus Rift vomiting experience.
Oh, the chocolate.
Welcome, everybody.
Welcome, everybody. You're listening to the 44th episode of the LittleBigKast.
Holy cow, we've come this far.
44, I know, right? Well, what does he say next? Yeah. So today we're going to go over some news, and the indie game of the week was Aqua Kitty.
Yes.
And the milk and the
milk miners.
The milk and the aquas.
The milk and the miners. So that is what we're starting off with. Welcome, everybody.
It's us.
Hi.
We're the official podcast of the KTData Network.
Oh, yeah, we are the official. I guess I should say that. We are the LittleBigKast. We're the official PlayStation podcast of the KTData Network.
Excellent. And Jeff is off staring at other screens today. Yeah, he's not even gaming, if you can believe it.
I know. It's terrifying, actually.
I wonder what he's going to do when everything changes.
It's all different.
No. It's all different.
We'll see him next week.
Yeah, we'll see. He'll discuss.
Yeah, and then he'll talk about Destiny.
And then
you'll get your fix. Don't you worry.
That'll be the next Destiny.
Chances we can go through a whole show without any mention. Besides that one.
I know that's the real trophy at the end.
Okay.
Should we try?
Yeah, we totally should. Like we'll buy each other like Peeps or something like that if we can do this.
We can do it.
Okay, done.
Okay. Okay. Well, let's just usually go over what we do over the week. We'll start off with Robin.
Excellent, because everyone is so highly interested in what
more than what I do.
I know, I do everything. I survived my All That Remains and In Flames and Woven War concert. It was amazing.
Wow.
My bruises are starting to go away.
Wow, you got serious.
That sounds brutal.
Oh, it's so fun though. It's like, I don't know what you're saying, but this is a really great experience. Oh, crowd surfer. Get him over.
Lift him up.
This is like so 15 years ago for me. This is really funny. This is what you
just go. You just go.
Wow.
Keep your feet in. But yeah, the concert was spectacular. I highly recommend it to everyone. They're running around now. I think they're in Texas, I think.
Find them if you want some bruises.
Yes.
Right?
Look them up.
Good battle scars. I mean, these things tell stories. Did more reading, did a little bit of gaming, went back on Borderlands, been playing a little bit with my Psycho.
Oh.
He's just, I don't know, it's like
love him.
He just says the most random things. He speaks Psycho, and I've kind of bonded with him. I'm just like, oh, you are just so crazy. I understand you. You're like my inside thoughts.
Someone understands.
Maybe that's what I need. Maybe that's what's missing. I need an insight.
I know, you need something.
These are my inside thoughts. They don't get out much. But yeah, that's been the majority of my week, and waiting for spring break to actually happen so that I can not go tanning in Cabo like every other person that's sane who has like an actual spring break.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, look, I get a week where I don't have class commitments. So I'm catching up on the other things that are going on.
Yep.
So yes, I'm just unscheduled.
Waiting.
I'm unscheduled.
That's a good feeling. That's definitely a good feeling.
Quite. So, Miss Rachel,
me.
What are you up to?
Well, it was kind of a weird time. It's like the time where you're post like your first exam and you're not quite at midterms, and I feel like a lot of my professors also just don't care anymore.
We care so much.
They all canceled Friday. They're like, you know what? I'm not gonna be here. They're starting early, and it's like the first time we have a week off. So.
They all said goodbye.
Yeah, they all said, one of them uses an exam as an excuse. So she was like, there's an exam this week, so we're just not going to have class on Friday.
Wow.
And the other one was straight up like, I'm leaving early. I'm leaving as soon as I can. So that's that. So it's been a really nice, relaxing of a school week. I've just been working and also been reading. Did some reading. Ready Player One.
Oh, good.
Kind of
like
makes,
leisurely reading.
Yeah, leisurely reading. So that's nice. Kind of made me sad. I read a little bit of it today, and it was just kind of like, this is what the world's gonna be.
Yeah, it's like
we're
we're
gonna use
gonna be
all of
living
our
in.
fossil fuels, and this is what it's gonna. So
Especially after GDC this week, where they've announced like 3, two new
three
helmets and
release years and
yeah, it's like
everything.
we're getting there.
I couldn't read a lot of it because I was like, it's a good book, but it's kind of sad. It's kind of saddening me right now. Also played Borderlands. The boyfriend felt bad for playing without me, so he gave me his best shotgun.
Wow.
I know, it was a really cool shotgun too. You would throw it and it would chase after people.
Oh, I love that one.
Yeah.
I love
nice.
it. It's so
That
cute.
one's
It's like a
great.
little angry fish going through the air. It looks like a
Literally,
fish.
it just swims to the character and then it explodes. So yeah, I know, but he's still
What a good man.
still
Huh?
2 levels ahead of me.
But
And
still?
I got mad. I was playing
Yeah.
and I'm just a girl and I'm filled with estrogen, so I tried playing.
Plays the
I'm
card.
2 levels below him, and we were playing the other day and I just felt bad because I was just madder than I should have been. I was
So
mad.
did a controller get embedded into a wall or a screen?
No, but I didn't want to play anymore. I was in that mood. I was like, I don't want to play. It's stupid.
Screw this.
I keep dying. You can't even save me. Yeah. So. You can't even second win me. So, yeah, because we're just with all the robots and they just go up to you and they just, and you're dead and you're lying. Yeah, my Gunzerker's doing well. I've almost maxed out one of his trees skills, so.
Oh.
Yay, how exciting.
Wow. This is funny because when I play Borderlands, and I've only played the first one a little bit, I've been playing along with Glenn. We'll go
Right.
to his house and have like buddy time when he's home, and yeah, it's similar. Like,
just
you,
one of-
you
yeah.
would save me. I don't get all like pouty, you know. It's just like we either get it or we don't.
Well, good. No.
But it's funny to add the relationship in there. It's a good thing I
Yes,
know him
putting
so
in there.
long. Right.
So that's pretty much what I've been doing. I've been debating picking up the order. I know Rubio just got PlayStation Now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got
Ooh.
PlayStation Now and he's totally loving it. So I want the order, but I just don't want to regret buying it. So that's why I've been putting it off.
Is the
And
order on PlayStation now?
I don't know.
Like you could rent it for a month? Because I still feel like it's
I
a
would
Redbox game. Like,
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be a really good, a 5-year development, bite-sized game.
So
Boom.
yeah, that and then Evolve 2 is the other one that I've been wanting to pick up. Those are I need something. Yeah.
I've heard of Glenn got Evolve and was playing it. He liked the gameplay, but he felt like it was almost too hard unless you had
Unless
5
you
people
have
playing
it.
or whatever it was.
Right,
Like there's something about
right.
because you're chasing the one monster or you are the monster.
Right.
And he just felt like the campaign-wise, it was almost too hard unless you had enough people to make it
Yeah.
happen. But
So
he enjoyed
Don't
it.
force me to play with others.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. That's why I'm playing video game. No. But,
This is a solitary thing.
so yeah, that's yeah.
That's
And
your
then
week?
my spring break's gonna be in California. So
Oh, but you're getting out.
I will, but I wish I could start when I wanted to start, which is this Friday, but I have to work this final
Oh.
weekend, so it's gonna be.
Yeah.
I did that so I would get all my assignments done before, and we can come back Sunday and I can
Wow.
just not.
That's good.
Look at me being responsible.
I was
know.
gonna say like, who are you?
I know.
No,
so
we know that you're highly
Sunday
responsible.
night, all night, Sunday. Though that's gonna happen anyways, but we'll see. We'll see how this week goes.
Very cool.
What about
Very
you,
cool.
Drew? Master Drew.
I'll tell you, 15, 20 years ago, I probably would have been clubbing, right? Or, whatever this is,
Yes.
crowd surfing and arm
Yeah.
bruising, right? I had my share of shows. I went through a punk phase right after high school, where it was like,
Didn't
this is
we
like
all?
95, by the way, for you
I'm
guys.
sure you still have the cabbie hats.
Yeah. But I did a little bit of punk phase, and I remember going to like Face to Face and some Pennywise concerts, back in the day.
Pennywise.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
had a good run, but there was one that like turned me off. It was Rocket from the Crypt, I think, and they had this great show, great pit, and I was circling with everybody, kind of fun. I'd even done my hair in like super mohawk, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
did
it
you
was
color
like-
it? Did you color it?
It wasn't colored. I wasn't colored, but it was a nice hawk. Anyway, I got kicked in the head, and I was like, "What the hell am I doing?" I mean, this is fun and all, but
Big
that
epiphany.
right? And it was this epiphany that was like some dumbass just kicked me in the head because it was low enough to the ground that he could reach it, and that was the only reason that he kicked me in the head. So that's about where I fell off the wagon. So now that I'm older and wiser, guess where I spent my weekend? I went to the Capitol Theater and saw Alton Brown live. And you say, who? He's a Food Network star.
No,
and
I know who
was
Alton
so
Brown
excited
is.
to see him, but I'm such an
No.
old man. I was like, I can't wait. Alton Brown is coming to town. Such a geek. But I'm a food geek there.
Oh my
Is
gosh,
your
this food
future,
science me to
Robin?
pieces.
Yeah. It was packed. He opened up a second show in Salt Lake because the first one got booked so quickly. So Stacey and I went to go see this wonderful show, and granted, it was like him doing stand-up, and it was still very much kitschy like Alton Brown is, but there was enough science that it kept me really into it. So it was enjoyable. It was really well done. Favorite thing that he did was he took a fire extinguisher and a pressurized like chocolate milk, and he shot them together. So the fire extinguisher basically was CO2 shooting into the same tube and tunnel as this pressurized milk, like they're both like spraying at each other, and he made chocolate ice cream in like 10 seconds. It was just, that was cool. It was just like, he explained the process.
This is how I want to cook.
Yeah.
This is how I want to cook.
And it was carbonated chocolate ice cream because of the CO2. It's like dry ice. So it was carbonated. Anyway, so that was exciting. That was my weekend.
That is fantastic.
I got no bruises. I got no, you know, I was home by 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock. It was an early show. I went to bed before midnight like 3 times this week.
Wow,
it has been amazingly old man week.
No.
Yeah.
It's called recovery.
It's a recovery. I'm just on the curve. I'm coming back. So that went well. And then for spring break, I'm planning on getting all of my grades done so that I can be free during spring break to do my things, which I'm hoping to do things like, I don't know, side projects and money making. I need to make some money.
Yes.
But yeah, it's good.
The PS4
good.
fun.
Oh, last week we launched a big Kickstarter campaign, me and a couple guys doing a documentary, so that's been keeping us very busy. Every day we're looking for people to back our campaign. It's totally opposite of anything video games. Our documentary is all about a small county that is raising sheep, cows, pigs, and goats.
So it's like Farmville.
It is like Farmville. We want to make a documentary about real life Farmville for kids.
No, that's what I spent my weekend reading the book over for like mobile gaming and things like of that nature. Like, oh, it's like Farmville. It's like so like horribly ingrained in me.
But that is what, yes. So that's what I'm doing. I'm saving up my sleep so I can go raid again, so I can go pinch Crota Scrota or whatever they do in that game. I don't know.
Whatever they do.
Kick Crota in the Scrota.
Yeah, that's what we do. But that, my friends, is my week.
Yeah.
So now
Excellent.
we will kick it over to news.
So news of the day, we've got 6 good ones. One's a bonus for Jeff. But number 1, HBO GO now available on PS4. So this is like, a lot of stuff's going on at GDC, but they're posting a lot of stuff. So it's kind of exciting. I don't have HBO, so it's not neat. But a lot of people held on to their PS3 just because that's where HBO GO was.
If anyone wants to give me your password, then we can talk.
DM her at Robin. HBO GO
Share
right
the
there on
wealth.
PS4, which is pretty cool because honestly, if you're a cable cutter and you don't, that's the only reason why you're holding on to cable. No reason anymore.
Right.
Cool.
There's some pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff on the HBO GO.
Yeah, there's some really good stuff there. So number 2 news. I have a feeling we're gonna race through these without Jeff. I don't know
I know,
if you guys
it's
feel the
weird.
same way.
No,
It just feels like
it does.
Poor Jeff.
You know,
I
maybe
kind of
we'll find
suspected
it.
that-
Maybe we'll find the
we'll find something
little
to dig
kernel
on.
of things
dig
that we
on.
can
Okay. Well, maybe this is it. Project Morpheus was announced to be launched as a consumer product first half of 2016. So we actually have an actual release zone.
Finally. Right.
Coming out of GDC, again, one of those PlayStation announcements. A lot of things going on at the Game Developer Conference. I don't know if you guys have been following a lot of that, but I saw not only Morpheus, but I believe, what was the one that HTC's been pulling together?
The Vive.
The Vive?
It's the Vive. Yeah, Valve's helping with it.
Vive or Vive? I don't know.
Oh, Vive.
I don't know.
I don't know, but I read a lot about that, and I was, wondering if that's why they kind of gave a release date, because HTC, they have this thing.
It's there.
Yeah.
It's there, yeah. There were no teasers for anything. They just launched it on the website and was like,
competition.
this is what it is. Valve, HTC, check our websites. And that one's, I believe, 2016 as well, so.
Yeah, so that one's on its way. And then what about...
Oculus?
I was gonna say Oculus is the one that we
Rift,
haven't really
yeah.
heard anything. Well, not at least officially. We've seen it like for 3 CESs in a row. We've
No, the
played with it.
demos
Yeah,
just get
it's-
better and better every time
Right,
I've
right.
seen one, but still.
One of the big things with where'd it go? Whoa. With Project Morpheus is we've got some more specs, and they were talking about how it's going to have 120 hertz refresh, which just means that you have less lag. Right?
Yeah.
You get to see more often. So that, along with possible 120 frames per second.
We'll
play.
see more.
Like this is what I teach the students, right? So it's like, you know what 60 hertz is, you know what 120 hertz is, and I have to explain like why it's so cool. That refresh rate is so different, right? And I get excited.
Oh yeah.
But really, latency is one thing that they're trying to chase. If they get that latency down, people like me won't puke when I put it on.
Right.
Because we've heard that story before. So.
Oh really? We have.
Yeah, no?
No, man.
I didn't tell you about the time that I sugar binged and then I tried on the Oculus. Did I not tell you this?
I haven't heard the story there.
Come on, I know I've covered this before.
No,
don't
story
think you
time.
have.
It's story time now.
Here's a Drew-a-log. So this is 2 years ago, CES. So it's January. I'm at CES and I'm reporting for Laptop Magazine, and I always just hook up with one of the reporters and I do the multimedia support. And I had shot with a number of them, and it's always been fun because they know the tech and they're really excited about it, and they get the behind the door, like closed door meetings. So I got to see some cool stuff. Besides the fact that some of them really don't know how to use video, and they're just like, I'm going to see the coolest thing that nobody's ever seen before, and they're letting us tape it, but I don't really need a video guy because I don't know what I would do with it. Like, they don't get that. Anyway, so I think
Special.
it's coming. But I was going, and a really good friend that works for Laptop, her name is Cherie Smith, and she is just this awesome, like, she's got the cool, I don't know, like mini braids that are in her hair, and she's just got this fantastic vibe. She is the one that turned me on to Soul Republics, by the way. I showed up at this is the exact con. I showed up with Bose headphones, and I was like, I just need something because I know I'm going to be shooting all day. I need something. So I grabbed something, went to the con, and when I got there, I was like, what do you recommend, Cherie? Because she's the headphone reviewer for Laptop Magazine, so she gets all of them. She walks into like the Monster show, and they're like, oh, Cherie, here's the last 6 pair that we've Monster Beats and everything, and the big teardrops. She wears them as hair accessories because she's got this beautiful African American hair, right? The kind of the fun hair. And so that's like when she puts them on, it's like she just puts them in to hold up the hair, the headband. It's a $300 headband. Anyway, I love her to death.
I think that we'd be friends.
Yeah, she is. She is awesome. So I'm totally off tangent, but I said, what headphones should I be working on? What should I be wearing? She's like, you don't need to pay that much money for the Beats. They don't sound that much better. They're not, you don't need an audiophile setup either. What you want is something that just sounds great, looks great, and has, a fantastic vibe. So I started picking up the Soul Republic and just got these wireless ones.
Ah, yes, which I did
got a
too,
pair.
because I'm cool.
And we should get Rachel a pair and have them sponsor
Yeah,
the show.
probably.
But I love them. I love the wireless part. They're not wireless today because I'm plugged into a mixer board, okay? Okay.
Jeez.
I know people without that
Smart
asking, like,
asses.
This is
yeah,
live.
wireless, huh? Well, they're convertible. Watch this.
Oh yeah. So how about that vomiting thing?
Yeah.
About the candy?
Okay, no. You want to get me back?
Yep.
I just wanted to pitch the soul. She
love you.
She texts me at like 7 in the morning. She says, I've got a hands-on with Oculus. Do you want to come? She's like, I don't know what we're doing with the story, if I'm going to do anything, but do you want to come see it? And I was like, yeah. The night before, I'd stayed up a little. In fact, I think I was with KT. Remind me if I was KT. I think we might have been hanging out. And we went
It was his first year of CES.
Was his first year? We went to, I want to say Yul Brynner, but it's Max Brenner's chocolate, right? They're both bald. They're both bald. It's the bald man's chocolate. We got there all night long. We were eating delicious like chocolate. Like they had like make your own chocolate chips. So I binged on chocolate. I finished off everybody's meal. They have chocolate churros. They have chocolate crusted like waffles that are like sugar crusted. So this is what I went to sleep with.
I think I'm I'm gaining weight listening to you.
This place is amazing. They've shut down since, but they were down at the Caesar shop at the Forums, and it was like my go-to place every Vegas trip. Anyway, so 7 o'clock, I get the call. I'm like, I'll be there. Sure, I'll be there. I want to see this Oculus. I'm excited. Grab my gear just in case we shot anything, and she let me shoot some stuff. But I showed up. She was, raving. She had the headset on, and this is back when it was like duct taped together. It was like the prototype. It was the one that they had kickstarted and got to work, and then they were at CES, kind of entertaining investors and other people that wanted to see it function. Oh man.
You're having flashbacks.
I walked around. I got about as few shots as I could, and I was already feeling kind of like nauseated because you got to eat something with your sugar. I do know that you have to balance these things. So she's like, "You want to try it on? I mean, we're here. Why don't you try it on? Give it a whirl." I was like, "All right, I'll try." I put it on, and I saw this scene before me, and I just held still, and it was a nice like marketplace that you'd see in like Assassin's Creed. It was like a little like stand with some fruit on it, and a high garrison, and a guy with a crossbow up there, and it was just to look at, and a bird flying overhead. And I went to look at the bird and just went, just about lost it. I whipped those things off and set them down. I was like, I'm good, thank you, I'm fine. And she had to pretty much like carry me out. We had to wait until I could stand again. And so it was a mix of the sugar with the latency that just put me on the floor. That's where I realized I'm pretty much a lightweight. So that, my friends, was my Drew-a-log.
The sugar struggle.
Yeah, it is.
I like it.
That's what it was.
Aboard the sugar struggle bus.
So that that was good. Now news will be the
3.
proper length. Number 3.
Yes.
Thanks.
We miss you,
Thanks,
Jeff.
guys. We miss you. Number 3, PlayStation 4 hits 20.2 million units sold worldwide.
As it should.
Has it right? Feels right. That coming out of NeoGAF, and it was just kind of one of those. We kind of keep you updated. There's your MIDI news. 20.2, still doing well. I think last week we did a story where it was like by 2025 it was going to be like.
It was like 90 million.
Yeah.
Superior console.
We're good with that.
It will inhabit your soul.
So, for a release news of the week, Metal Gear Solid 5 gets to be released. It has a date now, September 1st. And so, what's the name of that one? I can't remember the. They came out in a pair, right?
The Phantom
Pain?
Yeah.
Phantom Pain is coming out September 1st.
So good.
People are so excited to see that. They dropped a little teaser video. I can't remember.
Another
to
teaser
find it. Yeah.
after the other teaser
Yep.
and the other teaser.
This one has a
There'll be more
worldwide release,
teasers.
so they're excited about the release date. So, Metal Gear Solid, that is, you know,
This is like
since Jeff's not here, let me have one more short one this time. In the NES days, right, the early beginning Nintendo days.
Oh, yes.
That's when I had my original gaming fix when I was young. Metal Gear Solid, I rented it from the Blockbuster. Like,
What's that?
I
Yeah,
know,
just get,
I
like,
know.
what
Ours
is
was called. Ours was actually called Movie Buffs because I lived in a small town. So I went to Movie Buffs and I rented Metal Gear Solid or Metal Gear, like 1 or 2 or whatever was out, and I could not figure out how to get past like the first screen because I had played Mega Man, I had played the Metroids, I was all into it. Contras. I put in Metal Gear.
Tetris guy, huh?
I could not do any. Yeah, exactly. I was like, where are my bricks? Where are my falling bricks? I cannot line them up. Dr. Mario, where are the pills? I couldn't figure it out. So Metal Gear has never held a place in my heart because I couldn't figure out that first. I have no reason why. I think there was something in the back of a truck I didn't find.
Just something.
I was
It's
stuck.
the simplest thing.
I get stuck so soon. Anyway, maybe that's what all started it all.
Maybe. That's why.
That's my
like
news.
Drew doesn't do first
deep-seated
person.
I
scars.
don't.
Right.
Gaming
I don't do-
scars.
I don't do FPS.
You and me have memory cards. You have Metal Gear.
Because I started before the cards came along. Yep,
Yeah.
that's true.
Right.
All right, news number 5, and then we got a bonus. News number 5 is that, and this is kind of weird, but
Kind
Sony
of sad.
accidentally erased a list
Oops.
of anniversary PS4 winners. This is Japan, Sony Japan. They had a list of 123 winners who had entered into a contest. If you had bought a PS3, a PS4, or a Vita, I think it was, somewhere in Japan during the last year, you got a code, and then you'd enter that code in, and they picked 123 winners. Remember, there's only like 12,300
Yeah.
PS4,
There's only so many of them.
Mm-hmm.
and they picked 123 to receive them, and somehow this list of winners is gone. And they really don't explain how or why. They just say they're gone, and that hey, if you have a code, use it again and enter again. And if you don't have your code anymore, you can go through this long process to give us your serial number. We'll check with the records.
Oh
of
my
when it was
gosh.
shipped.
So if you don't have your code, sucks for you.
Yep, you could have been a winner. You'll never even know. Like I don't think they'd even announced it or shared with anybody. They had the list and it was ready to go out, and
Maybe they just forgot to do it. They're like,
oh, we never really.
Or maybe they like knew somebody who was on the list and like, this guy's a total butt.
You can't have one. And so
No, redo.
race.
I would do that if I was like drawing random teens in a class. I'd be like, oh,
No,
you cannot work on this project.
You're on the special kid
Yeah.
one.
So sad news, but that happened. All right, last news of the day, and this is a number 6 bonus. We usually don't go 6, but it's pretty exciting for Jeff. Bastion is coming to April 7th. Coming to PS4 on April 7th. We've talked about it, right? I think he showed us
Yes.
Bastion here.
I love me some Bastion.
It was a Steam game, right? And I think PS3. Yeah.
And Xbox.
And, right,
So
so-
Xbox Arcade.
Wasn't, and then they came out with Transistors. the
Yes,
other
Transistor.
one.
This was
So
the same people
similar.
who did Transistor.
The first round, right? These are like early.
This was their baby.
Early,
This
yep.
was the thing that made them famous.
Right.
And now it is coming April 7th, so merely 2 weeks away. And
Yes.
maybe we'll hear from Jeff about his playing with Bastion.
Yes, of course we will.
And that, my friends, is the news.
The news. So now I'll just go on to new releases. I mean,
For you.
Oh, yeah.
the dancing thing. Okay, so new releases for PlayStation 4. It's going to be Helldivers, Ollie Ollie, Welcome to Olliwood, which I believe is a PS Plus game.
Maybe. I was
There's an
playing.
Ollie. Is there an Ollie Ollie one?
Oh yeah, yeah.
KJ, don't listen to me. Then Ollie Ollie 2, Welcome to Ollie World, Shiftlings, White Knight, Zombie Army Trilogy. For PlayStation 3, it will be Crimsonland, Helldivers, and for the Vita is also going to be Helldivers, La-Mulana EX, Ollie Ollie 2, and then Oreshika. Tainted Bloodlines.
Oreshika.
Oh.
I don't know how to say it either,
have no
but it just
idea, but that's
sounds
what
fun
you
when you
think
say
it
it like that and you
is.
move your head.
Now, Ollie
So
Ollie
it's coming up.
2. No, it was Ollie Ollie that was the PS game of February, right? Or
It's still free. It's
Yeah.
still is
still
it?
free on the PS. Yeah.
Okay, because I thought they were gonna move it on to the next month's stuff, but
Well, maybe.
so Ollie Ollie 2 is on its way out this week. Cool, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
I was looking at Helldivers and it definitely looks
I've done-
interesting, but I don't want to feel like I'm forced to play with people.
Right.
Oh, is that? What is, Helldivers sounds like Diablo. Like, let's
No.
go down into the pits of hell. No.
No.
It either that
No, it's
or.
like it's space.
Oh, is it?
It's
Is it?
space. You're protecting Super Earth.
Helldivers.
It isn't Earth, it's Super Earth.
I want to see pictures now.
Yeah, you do. You want to see pictures
I want
for
to
this.
see Helldivers.
See?
Okay. That's
See?
space
See?
protecting. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's protecting things going on.
But you're saying that there's some sort of multiplayer force.
Yes, it keeps saying co-op. It keeps saying co-op, so I'm not.
This is interesting. That's a discussion we could have because I feel like, at some level, I have so much more fun when I play with friends on games. Like I feel like it's an experience. When I play alone, when I play with myself, it feels like I'm wasting time.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, no.
But I guess.
Don't worry, I got it. Okay, I got it.
He was
Must be
really proud of it. You
professional.
could tell. He had a
Watch me be so professional, and
Yeah,
I'm not going to
yeah,
make
make
any
sure we
weird
got
thing
it.
Too
here.
funny, too funny. But I guess that's true. Like I feel like when I'm playing with friends that I have some sort of experience that it's like, oh, remember when we did this, and it's just
Oh,
we've created
yeah.
something together. But so I guess that means that these guys are trying to connect to that. I guess
Yeah.
if you have those experiences, you'll keep playing their game.
Well, truly, it's the experience of the game or the experience of like listening to music. Like if I listen to anything alone, she's like, oh yeah, this is a cool album. If I'm listening to something with friends and we're talking about it, there's that shared experience for it. So for me, it really like what happens outside of the game is what binds you to the game. So like, you're playing Borderlands with your boyfriend now, and now. Spoiler alert, whenever like Borderlands becomes not a thing, or like if things go badly, it's going to be like Borderlands is forever ruined for me.
Oh,
just like
you're-
bands.
Yes.
just like bands.
Just like bands.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Like, I can't listen to that. I can't play that anymore.
I'm trying to think if I have anything in my past that I. No, I must have not done anything with anybody or friends. No. Okay.
No, see, I'm used to. I enjoy playing with friends, but I've just become the type of person because I was always so bad when I played with friends compared to them.
Yeah.
So
For me, it's the whole aspect of like I feel like I have to like level myself up.
right.
You're awful.
This is fun. I love watching her chat. So you gotta join us on the chat. folks.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
really
Our
fun.
chat is highly entertaining.
Yes, indeed. Anything?
But yeah,
So,
like
yeah.
playing by myself, it makes me feel like okay, I can fail in front of me and I'll
Right.
feel okay. But then
Just-
failing in front of people that I know or people that I don't know, it's
Right.
like it's a performance.
It is. No,
There you
maybe
go.
I don't know.
There you
Maybe
go.
it's who I played the games with or what it was. But I've just always. That's why I don't know. Because like I tried playing Destiny with KT and Drew and Jeff for a couple
We
of
did.
days.
We did.
It just wasn't. It just didn't feel in my natural habitat. Just didn't. Borderlands.
Perhaps we're
you
not
know,
really friends.
Maybe. There's an.
I
We'll
know.
see. We'll see what happens in my life.
All right.
We'll have to get on Steam sometime.
I know, right?
I know.
I know. We should all.
You guys can steam together.
Yeah.
Cute.
That'd be fun. Yeah, that's all right.
And then
We'll
Twitch
stream in Steam.
It'll be the cute. It'll be the best thing ever.
Yeah, I know.
Robin's psycho and Rachel's gunzerker.
With the shotgun that follows people.
I know. I'm slowly leveling up, and I don't know. I almost swapped it out once, and I kind of felt guilty. She's like, "I got that for you," and I'm like, "Oh." And I want the 140 by 10.
Oh, the gift economies.
The life lessons you could learn from playing video games with your
I'll just start a blog.
partners.
Yeah.
Relationships
That's nice.
in video games.
Yeah, that's solid. Research
Live,
paper.
laugh, love.
You and I should publish something in the next
Yeah.
year, so I need a little research.
Something.
Yes, I need
Good.
a little push.
Yeah, I need some.
So that was. Oh yeah, where are we? Indie games.
Oh,
And now
Yes.
it's the
indie game, it's the indie game of the week.
Yeah. So this week our game was Aqua Kitty. It is developed by Tiki Pod Limited. So some of the basic things of the story is there's a shortage of milk and cats around the world are forced to seek out new sources to get their fix. You and your team of milk mining kittens have overcome the fear of water to drown under the ocean of the seabed and begin extracting vast reserves of what seems to be naturally forming milk. You have to blast your way through hordes of mechanical sea monsters and powerful kitty submarines and defend the sea milk mining kittens. ... The key of your survival is managing the submarine's secondary turbofire. It has limited energy but recharges itself between uses and gets upgraded as you progress through the game. There are various pickups to collect to help you out, dropped by special needy goldie silverfish, so there's special fish who help you out, and you have to chase them down. So the type of pickup drop depends on the sea depth and where you are, so yeah. Depends on how special the fish are, by how deep you are.
So
you're in the ocean.
So basically, this is an analogy for oil. Got it.
undersea oil.
Under the sea.
Milk.
Under the sea. But it's milk and it's
Black
cat.
milk.
And they're cute, and they have like the little like the sad eyes kitten, like the.
Oh, I just like the sound effects because you brought it up. You brought it up on your computer, and it just.
Yep. Chiptunes. Chiptunes everywhere.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's fast, and it's one of those like it feels kind of like a Resogun. In that
That's the vibe,
right,
yeah.
you just it's almost like a mindless like
scroller.
It's
side
arcade.
scroll.
Yep.
Yeah.
Eternal side scroll, right? Even though you see this little map at the top, you just go off one side and come back on the other. And my favorite part was when the little bionic like jellyfish would come and steal the kitties, right? So your kitty is supposed to be standing on these platforms and not doing like he has to stay there and keep drilling his little milk pad. And so these jellyfish, you have to watch out for the jellyfish.
Work, slave kitty, work.
Because they'll come and they'll pick him up and start pulling him up. And if he gets to the surface out of the water, your little submarine can't go out of the water. And so you have to shoot him down. Just like Resogun, you have to save them. And just like Defender, you got to save the guys.
Yep.
So, fun for a short while. It's kind of like, I mean, I think...
I'm gonna play for
It feels like Don't Die, Mr. Robot.
Yeah, it's another kind of quick and...
It's a fast
mindless.
twitch arcade.
Yeah. It's like a take on
Whatever.
Defender.
Yeah.
And it works well for what it is, and many people love it. We didn't let's see. Metacritic gave it 67, and for me, I'd probably give it like a 62, 66, low 60s.
Yeah,
right. It's just not my bag, and I think. I don't know. I think like the other ones we've done, like Resogun and the Don't Die Mr. Robot, are a little higher for me. There was something else there that just felt. I think the Robot was more because it was a PS Vita game. I just felt like that's where it belonged.
Yeah.
This one, gosh, is it $4.99, $5.99?
It's $4.99, I believe.
Was when I got it, but
that or it's.
Watch it.
maybe like
To the
6.
Googles.
Yeah. Right.
$5.99 for.
Fine. Okay. Yeah. It's one of those I might play it for a quarter at the arcade.
Right. I wouldn't.
I don't know. I didn't love it.
Yeah, it isn't. To me, it doesn't feel like a $5, which is really crappy of me to say because, like, I know that it takes a huge amount of time to like develop the game, but it's not a game for me. And I'm okay with that, even with the cute little pixelated kitties with like the huge saucer eyes.
The art style was cute. It was cute, but I guess I probably didn't play long enough to get like too far into the levels because I didn't really get hooked on like, oh, I get a better gun or I get to improve this or change
I get to
these
see the same thing
waves.
over and over.
Didn't quite work for me that way. Sorry to say, but I don't know. Did anybody else play Aqua Kitty? Did we ask any of our tweeters? Did anyone else play? I'm not gonna remember if they did that or not. You know what? We did have some tweets because we asked what everybody else was. We asked what everybody else was playing.
What everyone else was doing.
Yeah, what everyone else is up to, and we got some responses. So.
You listen to us.
Yeah, we have some friends.
You. I'm not alone.
Where'd it go? Tweets and replies. Where are they? No. I know Freddie had put something out there that he had what he'd been playing. I thought it was in our notifications.
Twitter, your layout just vexes us so.
Oh, here we go. So we asked what you're excited for coming out. We talked about PS Plus this month, games that are coming out on PS Plus if you get the free stuff. Valiant Heart, we played this.
Yes, love me some Valiant Heart.
Great.
Some more Oddworld stuff. And so we asked, what people are excited for, and that's what at Freddie _Nativi.
Natavi.
He's been a long time listener.
Yeah,
I think he's been with us
since,
for
like 20,
months.
episode 20.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Freddie's basically playing Valiant Heart, or eager to get Valiant Hearts and Ollie. And then he had something else that he had shared with us. It was like his share your week. Like we go through all of our weeks, and his big triumph this week was he got the Vex something and the. Gosh, I think I was actually in those. he also got the Gallarhorn, which apparently in the Destiny world, of course, all Destiny because they play a lot.
Yes, that's
That's their lives.
the official PlayStation podcast, the unofficial Destiny content podcast.
Very true.
But yeah, he got some really good guns and played some good times, and
Well
and
played.
he rated I believe with KT and Jeff, which they enjoyed that. So that was fun. If you guys have anything out there, if you're listening, you want to share your week with us, just throw it up and tweet at us at LittleBigKast. We'd love to hear what else you're doing and how your gaming life is going.
Yeah, you tweet at us. We'll
true.
tweet with you.
We will.
Yeah.
We'll
Yes.
game together.
Yes.
Yeah. Or if there's an Evolve team out there that I have someone to play with, let me know. And then I can play Evolve with someone to have a team. That would be
Have a
cool.
place in the world.
I know.
Yeah, that would be nice.
It's like Adopt a Gamer.
I know.
That actually could be amazing if that.
Could work out quite well.
So that's one of my goals. So,
Yes.
and that's all.
Yeah, I do
here.
believe that we've gone through the indie game. We know what we're all doing. We all know what we want to
shoutouts.
play.
How does he sign off? Well,
And side note, I'm like going to hog this back, like the thing that, like going back to the things that you've done this week. So I started watching Game of Thrones, which is the dumbest idea that I have had in such a long
wanna
time.
It's
House of
actually at
Cards.
midterms, right?
Yeah, and it's just like,
Background
I can
noise.
like watch. I just want to know what the hoopla's all about, and just like I'll watch an episode.
where's Robin?
It's like it's 3 a.m, and I have to find out what's happening in Westeros.
Oh, how fun! I did.
But the only reason that I started watching it was so that I could play the Telltale game and know what was going on. So I picked that up.
Nice. I did a little bit with Peaky Blinders because it was highly recommended, and
yeah.
I have enjoyed 4 episodes of that. So
Nice.
I'm getting through season 1, so that's been good.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, Peach will be like, "What are you gonna do tonight?" I kind of want to watch another episode. You wouldn't like it, so it's just not her bag. But
Understandable.
anyway, thanks for watching. Remember, you can watch us. You can follow us on Twitter at LittleBigKast. You can find everything we do at ktdata.net. You can follow
Follow
Robin.
all of us.
At Robin Hazlett.
Yes.
Pirate Rachel with the 3 instead of the E.
And of course, I'm at Night 20. And
Jeff Hawks and Jeff Hawks.
I'm Mr. Hawks.
We almost got through without saying Destiny.
We were close.
But that's okay, because we were celebrating a listeners
Yeah, right?
and a collaborators.
And we saved it for the end.
Yes.
So it was like a little Destiny
all want-
We wait.
sandwich.
I'm getting peeps now.
We deserve them. Thanks for listening, and we will catch you again next week at the same time.
Bye.